Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match reaction for Young Boys 1, Man City 3 in the Champions League. It's 3 games played, 3 wins, and all 3 games have been 3-1. So it's a great start to our campaign and you would think that we're through. So make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe as well. Let's jump into it. So yeah, it's another game in the Champions League. It's another win. And I mean, we made it look routine in the end, but really we're our own worst enemy as per usual. Now look, starting 11, it's not going to be the same team that plays against United. Rodgers in there, Kovacic, and Nunes in midfield, Haaland, Grealish, Doku up front. And in defence was Diaz, Ake, Akanji, and Rico Lewis, and Edison in goal. And look, we started off quite well. We dominated the ball. We had all the possession. We had all the territories you'd expect. And you just felt one goal would open the floodgates and the goals would start pouring in. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get any goals in the first half. You know, we had some good build-up play, but the end product was bad. And I was thinking during the match, you know, during the watch-along, how I would describe this performance. And I can only put it best by comparing it to a player on the team, which is Nunes. Nunes, great build-up. You know, he's got good moments, good actions. His passing's decent. But when he gets into the final third, it's atrocious. And that's pretty much the entire team. We had good build-up, you know, good patience, getting into good areas, finding the space, but the end product was always lacking. And it's been like that for the last 2 months, something like that. The end product just isn't there. And going into the second half, you know it's going to be exactly the same thing. You know they're going to try and hit us on the break. And eventually one of those we're going to give. And you'd expect us to get a goal and then, like I said, get 2 or 3 after that. And that's exactly what happened. The second half started. We get the goal. And it did open up the match a little bit, but then they got right back into it from a counter-attack. And you know what? The number of times I am sick of seeing this goal against us. The keeper rolls it out to a defender over the top, through one-on-one with Edison. It's an unbelievable finish from the play. I don't know who it was to put it in, but it's an unbelievable finish over his head, right into the corner of the goal. But I'm sick of seeing that goal in the last few months, and it's over and over again. And I just wonder, you know, when we're going to start learning from these mistakes, where we just sit back a little bit, where we don't just pile everyone into the box and just get in each other's way and fill in all the space, you know, just let the forwards do their thing. But we don't, and we get punished from it again. But fair play to the lads, we carried on going, we got the penalty, and then Haaland obviously got his second goal at the end of the game with an unbelievable right-footed finish, and that was a 3-1 win. And like I said, we're top of the group, 9 points, we've scored 9 goals, we've let in 3. So you'd expect us to go through. I expect us to go through his group winners no matter what happened in this game anyway, but maybe that makes it a little more comfortable. Now, I said in the match preview, I don't really care what happens in this game in terms of win, draw, loss. I just wanted the performance. I stick with it. I care more about the performance than I do the result. And look, this performance told me absolutely nothing. It's just exactly what I expected from the team. And we got exactly from Young Boys what I expected as well, which is they sit back, they do all the pressure, and then they just hit us on the break with a long ball over the top because they know we don't have that pace. And that's exactly what happened. And you know we're going to be playing against United on Sunday. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to let us have the ball. They're going to let us push up to the halfway line. They're going to hit us over the top. We haven't got anyone at the back that's going to stop it. Ake looks like he's always running in treacle, which doesn't help us. You know, our centre-halves aren't quick. And you know they're going to take a chance, probably 2 chances at the end of the game. Come from 1-0 down, win 2-1, something like that. That is how the derby game is going to be played out. And we just need to stop that counter-attack, because last season we got so successful because we stopped the counter-attack early on. You know, we were fouling them on the break. You know, we were interrupting the flow. We were sitting back a little bit. We weren't pushing as high up. We let teams attack us every now and then. But this season, we just seem unable to stop that counter-attack, and we need to fix that problem going forward. And another thing as well, today was one of the few chances, one of the rarest games that I've seen where a team has pushed up on us and we could get in behind them with the ball, a through ball, a long ball over the top, and we could actually use Haaland's pace. We just didn't do it once this game. You know, we didn't knock the ball over the top for him to run onto, which is what he's used to before coming to us. We didn't use his we didn't use his abilities to our advantage today. His best qualities is running at the defence as the ball's gone over the top, going one-on-one with the keeper and slotting it under them. And we just don't seem to do it no matter what. And I think what these games, these last couple of months have shown me is that we can make do without De Bruyne, we can make do without Gundogan, but we can't make do without both. And our midfield is lacking in creativity, it's lacking in that end product. Now, I like Kovacic. He's another one I like. I think he's good on the ball. He holds up nicely. He helps Rodri out defensively. He's doing fine. But going forward, every time he gets the ball into the box, because he's on the left-hand side, he's right-footed and he refuses to touch the ball with his left foot. He gets the ball in the box and he always turns away from the box and the keeper so he can pass backwards or out with his right foot. He will never go inside or cut the ball across. He always cuts backwards. And it's infuriating to watch because all he has to do is spin. All he has to do is stab the ball across with his left foot. And Summit eventually will give, but he just doesn't want to do it. And I think that's hurting us as well. Because on the other side, you look, we had Nunes today. And like I said, his end product wasn't great. He should have scored one. He should have at least had a couple of shots on target, Nunes. And when Haaland's not banging them in, we're suffering without Gundogan and without De Bruyne in that midfield. And arguably, you could argue we missed Alvarez as well there today because he came on and scored a really good goal. Unfortunately, disallowed for handball against Grealish, but it was a really good 1-2 between him and Haaland. Unbelievable 1-2. And I think we're just missing it. We're missing that creativity in midfield. And I think that's why we're lacking goals at the moment. Look, you could say as well that Haaland could have had a couple more goals. I think Haaland's thinking about stuff too much. He gets one-on-one with the keeper and he wants to take an extra touch or he wants to think about what he's going to do instead of just putting the ball into the net. Like he did on his second goal, puts it on his right, bangs it into the top corner, wonderful finish. But on the other chance, when he's one-on-one with the keeper, he takes an extra touch or he thinks about where's he going to put it. He's trying to outthink the keeper. Just hit the ball at the goal. You know, it just needs to go back to basics. That's what he needs to do. And yeah. Well, it's nice to see him get 2 goals because I think he needs that. And going into the derby game is going to be a boost of confidence to him. It's going to be a boost to the team as well. Look, I don't think that's going to be starting 11 against United. I really don't. I think he's going to mix up. I think Alvarez is going to play. I think Foden's going to play. And yeah, hopefully Walker will be back on the pitch. And I think Stones will probably play as well in the middle instead of Akanji because he's banned. Guardiola might even come on the left for Ake because watching Ake run backwards after he's been beaten by his man is just painful to watch. So I think that would be more than likely the changes made on Sunday. And I think the changes that are needed as well, because we need to find some level of consistency at the moment. We need to find some level of, Pep just needs to make one team his focus and just play that team over and over again and just get some momentum in us because we don't have it. And you just feel like we're going to concede every single attack we give up. And that has to change as well because we didn't win the treble last season being hit on the counter-attack over and over again. You know, we had a much more level of control than what we do at the moment. It's nice having all the possession, all the passes, and having them stats up, but it means nothing if you're not scoring goals. That being said, we got the win today. Big win. Like I said, 9 points, top of the table in our group. I think we only need to draw a game now. We're probably through as group leaders. So yeah, job done. And onward to the United game. And another thing that frustrates me as well about today, I think the worst thing about today's performance is that we're away from home on an artificial pitch, and it looked like it took a beating out of the players as well in the rain. It's a shame because United played at home obviously yesterday. They've had a bit more recovery time. They've stayed at home. They're not had to travel, and I'm hoping that doesn't hinder us going into the weekend, but we'll have to see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think. Yeah, bye-bye.